Hi everyone, today the STEM shortcut presents Simplifying Radicals Part 2. So in our last video we discussed simplifying radicals using this rule right here, which is called the product rule. The square root of AB is equal to the square root of A times the square root of B. Now if you're confident with applying that to simplifying radicals, you should have no problem understanding this next rule, the quotient rule. So this states that the square root of a divided by the square root of a over b is equal to the square root of a divided by the square root of b. So if the root is over the whole fraction, we can apply it to the numerator and the denominator and simplify from there. So using this rule, let's try a little practice problem to test your understanding. So over here, you may notice that you can just divide 100 by 25 and you can get 4. Now that is one way you could solve this question, but I want you to try using the quotient rule and figuring out your steps in your whole process before jumping immediately to the answer. So take a second and try to solve this question right here. Okay, so using our quotient rule, we can say that the square root of 100 divided by the square root of 25, and the square root of 100 is 10, and the square root of 25 is 5. And now we have 10 divided by 5, which is 2. So there you go. That's how you'd get your answer. Now what you could also do, since 100 is perfectly divisible by 25, you get 4. If you can simplify this fraction first before applying the square root symbol, then yes, go ahead and do that. But if you can't, like for example, if you had the square root of 100 divided by 81, which may be a little more difficult to calculate, then you can apply this product rule. So if you were just dividing, like 100 divided by 25, you would get 4 inside this fraction, inside this square root, and the square root of 4 is 2 right here, so you would get the same answer. Now, using the quotient rule, again, let's try some more little practice problems. So take your time with these. Some of them may require a little more simplifying rather than just like how we did with this practice problem right here. So feel free to pause the video and take your time walking through your steps. Okay, so our first question is the square root of 50 divided by 20. Now, we obviously rewrite this using our rule as the square root of 50 divided by the square root of 20. Now, if you take a look at these, you can notice that they can be simplified further, right? By using this product rule up here to break them down into their factors. So we have to think, what are the factors of 50 that one of the factors in the factor pair is a square number? So obviously that is 25 divided by 2, right? 25 times 2. 25 is a perfect square, it being 5 squared, and 2 is, well, not simplifiable, but yeah. Let's look at the square root of 20 here as well. Now let's think. We have 10 times 2, and we have 4 times 5. And one of our factors should be a perfect square. So we can understand that the factor pair that we should choose for this is 4 times 5. So here we go. We have the square root of 25 times the square root of 2 over the square root of 4 times the square root of 5. Now we can simplify the square root of 25 and the square root of 4 into 5 over 2, and the square root of 2 and the square root of 5, they cannot be simplified further, so they remain the same right here. So this would be our final answer. 5 times root 2 over 2 times root 5. Okay, and so now our next question is much simpler. We have the square root of 22 divided by the square root of 11. So you notice that there are square roots on both the top and bottom of this fraction, and these are not perfect squares. 22 does not have any factors that is a perfect square, neither does 11, and they are not perfect squares itself. So we would have to use our quotient rule to expand this term. Now right here we have 22 divided by 11, and if you know your multiples, then you know that 11 times 2 is 22, and 22 divided by 11 is 2. So that is our answer. The square root of 2 is what we are left with. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you understand the product rule right here, you will have no problem understanding the quotient rule or any other laws that we are going to come across soon. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. You should be able to this time. And yeah, that's it for this video. Our next video will be about rationalizing the denominator, and hopefully after that we will get to radicals with variables in them, which is very fun. Anyways, I hope you have a good day. Okay, bye guys.